Okay, so 2 blocks, weights, a ball, and your band. So sit with your feet on the ground. I think this is going to work. And you can close your eyes if you want. Let's just find our place. Hopefully it's going to warm up in here. You can go up and down with your arms if that helps to create some circulation as you're breathing. So when you inhale up and exhale down, just open those toes. Up and down. Good. We're going to start with our lymphatic right away. So find your clavicles and start. And again, you can tap, tap, tap. Opening those lymphatics, and then behind the ear. And draw that down to the clavicle. So gentleness right here because of our carotids. And then down to the axilla under the arm, massaging. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap down the side today, but you can just pull that down, massage down the side, both sides. Then you can lean back in your chair and begin your belly. You don't have to lean back, just make sure you get all those deep organs. You can cup, you can go from side to side, you can do circles. Breathing as you do. And then we'll move to our inguinal area where the legs meet the pelvis. Again, this is a very superficial area, so gentleness right in that crease. And then we'll move down behind our knees. You can move your feet with this if you choose. And then we're going to stand and do our rebounding. So that doesn't take very long. You can do it in the shower, standing. You can do it when you first get out of bed or even up. Again, you can move your big muscles, working, twisting, everything to get that lymph flow going, keeping you healthy. Making sure your ball is out of the way so you don't hurt something. And I'm watching the clock. It's about a minute. We're going to do some stretching and we're going to do some fascial work today because some of us have been out in the garden, this lovely weather. So let's just stand and move. Wide legs. So we're done with our rebounding. Let's do our figure 8 sideways. Getting our breath. You can bend those knees. Really feel all the motions. You feel it in the back of your shoulders. You can look up so it stretches your neck. You can do circles. Nice job.
Somebody's waiting to you, Dana. I think it was Vince.
Then turn then do the other way. Okay. And if you need to sit, that's fine. I'm going to still stand and I'm going to do circles with my arms. I'm just doing a medium circle. I'm gonna lift my toes up when I do that. Then I'm gonna go the other way. Breathing. And then let's cross our arms in front and open up, and then do it the other way. Really stretching out those shoulders. That feels so good. Opening up your hands, fingertips to grab that energy. It's more energetic with those fingertips open. Good. Now we're going to come down and up, and we're going to do some more squats with our block, but let's just gentleness. You don't have to come very low. As if you're painting a wall with your hands. How's that? Up and down, or washing windows. Okay. All right. Hopefully you feel energized, maybe a little bit warmer. Yes. Okay, I'm going to bring my feet out in front of me. If you want to use a block, you certainly can to do that, just to make sure that you're pushing in. So feet up, dorsiflex, and then plantar flex. So we've got good toes, point, naughty toes. Good toes, naughty toes. You can move your hands if you want. Whatever you choose to do to keep mobile. And then I'm going to do inwards. So my knees come in. Internal rotation, big toes come down. You can feel the hips and then open up. I guess I'm going to ditch the block because it's easier to do external this way and then in and external. And you can even bring the soles of the feet facing each other so you're stretching those ankles. So internal, knees come together. External rotation, soles of the feet look at each other, and the hips go out. A couple more times. Good. And then just swing those legs if you can. Some people like to have their feet up on a block when we do this. If they have short legs, that's okay too. Good. All right. Let's scoot forward a little bit and start with our marching. And you can put hands on thighs and resist if you want a little more challenge, just pushing into that as it comes up. Feel that in your core. Watch your triple S, the back of your skull, spine, sacrum, all in alignment as you do this. And then we're going to add same side arm with the same knee. Good. Breathing all the time, getting that breath going. 3, 2, 1, we're going to switch up with opposites. So we're working our brain plasticity. Remember, I talked last time about any type of crossover movement is working our brain, helping new pathways. Good. Okay. And then just give those legs a little massage from the base of the ankles up all the way to the thighs. Let's take our band. I have the wide band. You can have the one that you tie if you choose. Hopefully everybody has one. And I'm going to put it right below my knees. Do what is comfortable. And I'm going to sit up in my chair and I'm going to just start lifting. So different weights, different challenges with the colors. Medium is the green, lighter is the teal blue, and then the gray is a little more tough.
Yeah.
So you may have to go slow. Is that the
It
medium?
says medium,
Okay.
it feels light, whatever.
So it may roll. And if you want the ones that tie, we do have some of those tie bands. Does that hurt?
No. I wonder if they do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I got these bands because they
Yeah.
kind of hold in place.
There's
They
plenty
will,
of that.
they will roll up, but just kind of lifting that. Now let's stand and let's do what we did last time. We're not gonna do a whole lot because I don't want you so sore, but let's walk to the side with that band on, trying to keep it off. So you have to go slowly.
I won't go.
And where are you feeling it? Feel it in your outer,
Yeah,
your gluteus medius. And so when you get to a certain point, you can go the other way. You can come down in a squat if you choose. That kind of helps to keep it. You remember when we do the grapevine, you can open up and close up, but we're not going to cross our legs that way. You can just do it with your arms to allow. Good. Trying to keep on camera. Okay, so stable knees. Okay. Then let's walk back to our chair with our band on, and we're going to come just to the side, and we're going to keep our feet parallel. You may have to come a little wider, and then holding onto the chair, we're going to just lift that back leg, trying to stay as straight as we can. I'm lifting the chair.
yeah.
And pushing back. So definitely this is our glute medius or maximus, sorry. Pushing back, pushing back, pushing back, and then other side, pushing back. So we see how this simple band just helps create a little bit of challenge. Yes?
Mhm.
You've got a stable core when you're pushing it back. Nice job. We'll add some different ones as we go in the next week. But I don't want you too sore. One more time. Okay, good. Now let's get our weights so we can put the band away. And we're gonna go through our weight. Now we're gonna start with the one that Jill loves, where we come up
Oh,
and back down and then lower. So keep those elbows in if you can as much when you're this way, and it's as if you're pushing back, breathing all the time. We've got different sizes of weights. So listen to your body. If you've been doing other work, maybe you take the smaller weights, or if you want to challenge, get the higher weight. Good.
like twist. You know. So changing it like twist and then down.
Now let's push, 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 punch. So you feel the back of that shoulder blade as you're releasing. You're keeping straight up, watching your posture. Your core is getting stronger. Good. Couple more times. And then let's do our server. So weights are in our hands, being held softly. Palms are up and out in front. So choose how heavy that tray is. Maybe when you pull back, you're pulling into that core. or you just need a light day and you're just kind of in and out very gently. Now this time, let's hold out there and turn our salad oil. So our shoulders are the ones that are turning. I'm gonna lower just a little bit so you can see on the video that you see how the shoulder is turning. Breathing as you go. One more time, and then let's do our V-ups. Always remember you can rest in between. I think you guys are getting so strong, you're not needing to, but bring those elbows down. Allow those elbows to just draw a line. If you can't get above your shoulders, that's fine. Do the best you can. Feel like little cheerleaders. A big V, we won a victory. Okay, now let's do our suitcase. So try to keep those arms up and we're gonna close. Try not to arch that back. Strong core, you feel it up in those shoulders. So you're opening up and closing gently, really pushing. You can really make it as challenging as you choose. Couple more times. So let's roll those shoulders. Good. Let's do our tricep kickback. So you can lean forward in your chair a little bit, or you can stand up. So palms facing each other and pushing back. You can allow just a pause at the back if you want to feel those muscles contracting. Working those triceps and then the biceps on the way back. So really intentional with that swing. And what's your core doing? Is it firing? Now I'm going to stay back. I'm going to turn my palms up and I'm going to push and I will watch the clock for you. Do this about 30 seconds. You can go as fast or as slow as you choose. About halfway through. Three, two, one. Good. So roll those shoulders out and then we're going to cross our weights, put them over our head, and we're going to drop them down behind. So up in the air, allowing those triceps to work. Allow the circulation of your breath to go along with the movement. And we're going to end with our Berkeley breaststroke. Unless you want something else. One more time. Boom. And then let's reach out, skimming the water, bringing that back. Again, I think we have all different sizes of weights back there. We even have some 5-pounders if you want
Ooh.
those. One more. Okay, you okay? All right, let's take one block. If you have two, set the other one out in front of you, because we'll use that in a bit. We'll do our one block in between our knees, and we're going to engage those adductors. So push into the block. Feel the strength. It takes a lot, doesn't it? As if it's a brick, and we're just gonna smash that brick and release. Press into the brick. It is kind of a yoga brick, isn't it? Feel where you're feeling that tension and release. And one more time, pressing in, feeling all the way from your knee, all the way up to the inside of those adductors. And release. Okay, we're going to roll through our feet. Make sure that block is there. We're going to push into that block, rolling through the feet and all the way up. Good. And stand and feel strong. Feel the pressure on the inside of your knees as you push in. And then we're going to come halfway. Bum to the back of the wall. Let's lift our toes if it's available to you. What's your triple S doing? Bring your hands to prayer. Let's turn to your right. Come to center. Turn to your left. Feel that all the way back in your hips. Pushing into the block to protect the knees. Come to center. Come up. Nice job. Now we're going to come back and we're going to take those hands behind us as if we're on a starting block. So bum to the back of the wall, arms all the way back. Lift those toes. Make sure they're on the starting block. Head is up, looking at that water, and then up we go. Good job. Let's do it again. So arms come back. Nice deep breath. Visualizing the end of the pool, and up we go. Nice job. One more time. Back. Waiting for that person. Maybe we take a little eye to the person who's coming in. We're in a relay. And then we go. Good. Okay. Hands to goddess. Press into the block. Now let's lean with that, and you can lift your feet if you choose, but just lean the weight from one side to another. If it's available to you, you can lift one foot. Don't have to. Just play with that movement as you press into the block, transferring the weight. Remembering to breathe. Good. Now I'm going to keep my hands together and I'm going to come down into a squat as if I'm sitting in that chair. Listen to your knees. If it's too much, don't do it, but you can come as close to that chair as you can, lifting those toes up, pressing into the block, pressing, and then back up. Nice job. Okay, take that block and place that out in front of you. So mine are about 2.5, almost a yardstick. Okay, legs apart into goddess. And we're gonna lift up. This is our proprioception move. So we're gonna pick up that block, take it in the hands. These are crossovers. Pick it up, take it into the hand. Now this is where we're not even gonna look. We're gonna look forward, placing, bending those knees as we need, protecting, those adductors, using that weight. Stretching out that lower back. Nice job. A couple more times. Breathing, setting it down, setting it down. Good. Now I'm going to do something because I thought of this while I was shoveling bark this morning. We're going to turn to our left. So you guys are going to be opposite, or I'll do it with you. Turn to our left. We've got our shovel and we're going to bend, lift up a thing of bark and over our shoulder. Bend, lift up a thing of bark and over our shoulder. Bend. This time our bucket is over that way. So we're going to move that shovel and put it in our bucket. Okay. Now we're going to bend, lift over our shoulder, bend, lift over our shoulder. One more time. Bend, lift over our shoulder, bend. This time we're going to transfer it to this same bucket that is right next to our left knee.
Yeah.
Trying to go opposite. Okay, good. I get a star for the day.
Okay.
Okay, now let's take our hands into Goddess. And we're going to do some gentle twisting. So lifting those toes up, placing them so that we have a very broad base. You can bend your knees slightly if you choose. Make sure you're comfortable. And we're going to turn this way. Feel it in the shoulder coming all the way through to the left, to center, to the right. You feel it in your shoulders. Center to the left. Try to keep that pelvis as stable as possible. So we're not going like this. It turns a bit, yes. Remember when we talked about pelvis being a cement, because you're working these muscles on your side. Good. Okay, now we're going to come down with both hands. You can bring the blocks together, feet together. So I'm using just fingertips on that. And let's do, if you feel safe and sound, let's do our downward dog on this. So it's going to be a little bit where we take our bum, put it toward the back. It's not like they're on the floor. And then come forward again. Now let's go into cat. Okay, so we're going to do cat. You can come up on your toes if you choose, stretching out those shoulder blades. Now let's try our cow. It's going to be a little iffy, but the head comes up, bending those knees. You feel that in that lower back. That's what we're trying to stretch. So come up into cat again. You can come up on your toes if you choose. You can lower those blocks if you choose to. And then come into cow. Opening up. Good job. Okay. Stand up, arms overhead. Nice job. Cross our arms in front and then bend at the knees and come all the way up. Do it one more time. Crossing in front of us, bending at the knees. So I'm trying to do a lot of stretching, helping our pelvic floor by doing that. Bending. And up. Nice job. Okay. All right. We're going to work our ball really quick because then we're going to go to the back of the chair and move that and do some other positions. So let's take our ball. I'm going to start with the left foot. Let's come into the middle where our solar plexus is, that upper, can you see me?
Yeah.
Upper arch, and place that down on the floor and just hold there. You can do some little tiny circles, just allowing. You might feel that fascia if we've been in shoes all weekend or sandals maybe. Rolling across that, trying to loosen that. And then go all the way up to the big toe. We're going to do some big toe press. Press in. Release. Put your heel down on the floor. Keep it in alignment, so if there's any pain or pinching, no. So press in to that big toe on the ball. Again, try to keep it in alignment and release, pull it back. That heel is down, press into it one more time. And lean forward if you want to exaggerate the movements. And relax. Okay, this time let's leave that ball there. Let's keep our heel down and we're going to do our windshield wiper, where we're going to take our big toe. It's going to go down on the floor and it's going to arch over that ball and our pinky's going to touch the floor. So we're working our ankle movement. We're working our hips, working those knees, inner thigh. You can really exaggerate the movement. Big toe on the floor, arching over that ball, getting that movement of that foot. So I'm actually turning like we did internal rotation out, external rotation. Do you feel it in your ankle? Okay, let's transfer it to the other foot. Start at the solar plexus. Just give that a nice little circle massage. Watch your weight on it. We don't want it to hurt. Just should feel like, oh, that releases. That feels good. Not, So little circles. You may feel a certain spot that really is tight. And all the while we do this, what are we working? Our upper thighs, our ankle, calves, core, we're holding that. Okay, come all the way up to our big toe. And I forgot this the last time. Put your heel down, foot in alignment, especially if you have bunions, pushing in. No pinching, no pain. Push for about 5 seconds. And release. Your toe may stay on that ball, but you're pulling back. Push again. Feel the strength of that big toe. It helps our balance. It helps our gait. And release. Try it one more time. Pushing in. You may see that crease that we talk about at the top of our foot, right below the toes. We're trying to get that flexible. And release. Good. Okay, you can leave that ball there. And we're going to go big toe. I've got my heel down and I'm going to turn in. One foot may be more flexible than the other. So my big toe's touching the ground. My little toes coming over and arching over that ball. Feel that in your ankle. Feel that in your hips as you move. Actually try to reach for the floor with that big toe and the little toe. Can you try that? We've done this with our arches where we really try to stretch that big toe. So again, those little windshield wipers back and forth. Good. Okay. Put the ball under your chair. And let's move to the chair and we're gonna put it on the mat facing us, the pad facing us. And hopefully you have your little pads so it doesn't move for you. Okay, I'm gonna put fingertips on the chair. And then I'm going to come back into my downward dog. So heels are down, stretching out, keeping your head up, watching what your triple S is doing. Stretching out. Feel that in the back of the thighs. And then come forward. I'm going to come up on tippy toes. Feet are going to go back and I'm going to come into my plank. Straight body, head up. Nice job. Right away, we're going to go into our side plank. So I'm going to bring my right hand to the middle of the chair. You can use your kickstand if you bring that right foot in, or you can do straight legs, bringing that left arm up, looking up in the air, bringing that side body up. So strong. And those of you that want to do it on the mat can do it on the mat as well. Whatever you choose. Bring that hand down. Left hand comes to the middle. Let's turn the other way. You can have your kickstand leg. If you feel more safe that way, or you can have straight legs. Arm up, reaching to the ceiling. Take a couple breaths. You are strong, side body reaching up to the ceiling. And bring that right hand back down. Step forward a little bit. We're going to do horizontal, thread the needle. So bring your left arm out horizontally. And we're going to thread it under. You can lift it as high as you want, twisting up in the air, or just coming horizontal. So I'm going to let you choose. Maybe you pedal those knees, moving back and forth. Try to get 8 to 10 times, allowing for release of those shoulders. Get that movement in. Nice job. One more time, bring that hand to the chair. Reach the right arm out horizontal. Thread the needle. Again, you can bring it up as high as you want, allowing for graceful movements. My knees are moving in, back. What's your triple S doing? Skull, spine, sacrum. More breaths. More movements. Good. Bring that right hand to the chair. And let's reach back with our thumb, stretching out into our downward dog. Taking a nice breath. Just allow this to be a resting position if you are feeling tired. Now I'm going to press my hands into the chair. I'm going to bring my left foot forward. And with my core, I'm going to lift up my arms. Doesn't have to be a very wide stance. I'm going to bring my left arm horizontal. My right arm is going to be horizontal behind me. Balance the weight. Wobble back and forth on those feet. Where's the weight? Equal balance. Nice. Now we're going to windmill that right hand down to meet the left in front of us. You can put fingertips on the back of the chair as we lean forward, or you can just use your arrow. So leaning into that left foot, lean forward, you can do fingertips like this, or just the arrow, lift that left foot behind you. Balance, balance, find your drishti on the wall or the floor, wherever you choose. Nice deep breath, strong core. Bring that foot down as you bring the arms up. And then back down to your side. Good. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot a little behind. Good. What are we gonna do? We're gonna lift the right arm horizontal, pointing. Left arm comes behind us. Good. Try to keep that pelvis facing forward. You feel the stretch in your shoulder. Equal weight on both feet. And when you're ready, we're going to take that left hand and come down, windmill it to meet the right. Again, you can put hands on the chair as we lean into that right foot. So hands can go on chair, or you can keep them in your arrow as you lift the left foot up. Does not have to be high. Keep your focus forward. You can either point or flex that foot to keep you balanced. Nice job. And when you're ready, foot comes to the floor, arms come up. Relax those shoulders and hands to the side. Good. Put your hands on the chair. Step that right foot back. Let's come into our downward dog. Stretching out your side body, stretching out that lower back, maybe wiggling the toes, lifting them up. Good job. Again, let this be a resting position. I'm going to lean forward into my hands a little bit. I'm going to lift my left arm up. And behind me, I'm going to lift my right leg. There's your bird dog. Focusing on the horizon. Looking for that pheasant. Strong core. You can point or flex that foot, whatever feels strong for you. And let's just do a couple knee to elbows here. Bringing into the core and out. Into the core and out. One more, into the core and out. Put that foot down next to your left foot. Left hand comes to the chair. Take a nice deep breath. Lift that right arm out to the pointing to the horizon. When you're ready, lift that left leg up. Here's your bird dog. Keep your focus on that point. It will help you balance. Strong, breathe. And when you're ready, let's do elbow to knee. Bringing it into the core and stretch out. Into the core and stretch out. Into the core and stretch out. Bring your hand to the chair. Bring your foot to the floor. Come back into your downward dog again. Really stretching out. And come forward. So let's face our chairs forward. We're gonna do our balancing positions and then we're gonna do some more stretching. So let's do our Niagara Falls. And I'm not gonna walk very far so you can see me on the video. Hand on chair. My left foot is gonna be right in front of my right foot. So it's heel to toe. We have a steel cord right in alignment. We're going to keep our balancing pole. You can keep it low. You can move your hands up as we walk. And let's exaggerate. So I'm going to bring my right knee up and the heel is going to find that left toe. Left knee up and the heel will find my right toe. So play around with your hands and your arms, finding your balance, keeping the focus and your feet on that steel cord. You can try to get yourself off balance and find your way back because we know that that cord is probably moving. And then when you're ready, let's move backwards. So the toe of the front foot will find the heel. As we walk backwards, placing our hands wherever we choose, moving them or keeping our balance and hold below our waist. And when you find your chair, you're safe. Okay. I'm not going to do this with a block, but if you want to take a block, we're going to do our tree pose. And everything out of the way. I'll show you how, but you guys know. So the block goes in between whatever foot. I'm going to stand on my right foot. So I'm going to open up my right foot, place that there. Make sure you're either all the way on the floor or on the mat, not halfway. Hand can be on the chair. We're going to bring that left knee up and out and place that wherever you choose. And then find your focus point, your drishti, and choose where you want your arms to be. Remember, wobble is good. It's creating new pathways in your brain for balance. It's okay to feel off balance. Find your way back home. And when you're ready, with control, hopefully, bring that left knee down and foot to the floor. Take your right foot, cross that over if it's available to you, and just stretch out that hip. Allowing release. Maybe twist that foot. Round and round we go, one way and the other, opening up those toes. Good. Now place your left foot down. You can use the block, your toe on a block if you choose. Right knee up, find a place that you want to put that foot. Find your focus point, and then choose where you want your hands to be. Strong core. Connect to that breath. Getting so good at your balancing. And when you're ready, with control, bring that foot down and hold on to your chair if you choose. Left knee comes across the right, leaning down or bending into that to stretch. Good job. Circling that foot. And let's make our way to the chair. So I'm just going to lean elbows on my thighs to stretch out that lower back. You can come up on tiptoes. And then I'm going to take my left hand, my left arm over my thighs, and I'm just going to twist. I'm going to take my right hand behind my back and hold that for support, and then just look up through the air. Try to just be gentle with that neck. But feel the support, maybe even give yourself a little back massage, just allowing that release, and then bringing the head back, and then cross the right forearm over the thighs. Left hand goes to the back, opening up. Again, be careful of your neck. Little nice stretch. Breathing. And then come forward again and come up. I'm going to put hands on thighs. I'm going to take my right ear to my right shoulder. And just breathe. And then nose to shoulder. And then back and forth, just gentleness. And end with your ear to shoulder coming up to neutral. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Feel that all the way down into that lower back. Nose to shoulder. And then gentleness, back and forth. Sorry. And to end, ear to shoulder, come up to neutral. Take your arms out to the side. We're going to do our eagle arms. So my right arm, my right elbow is going to be in the left antecubital spot. Cross your hands. They may or may not touch, and then up. And you can look up if you choose. Just stretching those shoulders. Breathe. And open up. And flap your wings. And then this time the left elbow comes into the right antecubital spot. Crossing hands. Lifting up. Breathing. Open up. Flap those wings. Let's give ourselves a big bear hug. One way. You can try and touch your shoulders if it's available to you. Opening up. If you can remember, go the other way. Nice job. I'm going to end with Qigong hands. As we just take and bless each other with some energy, just allowing those wrists to just let go, just loosen up. Very nice. Releasing, keeping those fingers open. Nice job. Arms together, hands together. Come close your eyes and just feel the energy in your body, the difference than when you started and it felt cool in here. Now it feels a little bit warmer. Your body's energized. All the way from the tips of the toes to the top of your head. Feel the energy at your fingertips as you press into those fingertips. The light in me greets the light in each one of you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you.